So we have finally made it to the release week of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. This has been a game that I've been really looking forward to this entire month, and I can't wait to get my hands on it finally this Friday. However, I have seen a lot of people really curious over what is the excitement behind this, because, I mean, isn't it just a port of a 3D Mario game that was on a failing console? Well, it is a lot more than that. I want to go over everything that is within Bowser's Fury and what you can expect when you pick it up this Friday. Because, being honest, this is probably one of the most exciting and most expansive Wii U ports to ever come out. But before I get into that, I want to quickly let you guys know that I am working on a game of my own. It is called Nico and the Cubic Curse. You can wishlist it now on Steam. I would greatly appreciate it if you did. This is a huge passion project of mine, and I have been putting my all into this project. Honestly, this is a big reason why I haven't been uploading recently. But I can't wait to share more details about Nico in the coming months. But with that said, let's get right into the video.
This time, Bowser's bigger, badder, and madder than ever in Bowser's Fury.
So to start off, I want to go over what is going to be included inside Bowser's Fury and what you can expect from this new mode. Or honestly, it kind of feels like a separate game at this point, because I can't even tell if it's running on the Odyssey engine or the 3D World engine. It looks like a weird mix between the two. Basically, this is a mode that it seems like it takes a few hours to beat, maybe 3 hours to complete based on what reviewers are saying, in about 6 hours to 100%, which honestly is a pretty good length for this expansion. I mean, it's definitely not nearly as long as the main 3D World game is going to be, but as an expansion to what 3D World is, it's doing an incredible job of being incredibly different and far exceeding what I expected. I was really expecting Bowser's Fury to just more be like an extra world, but it really feels like it's its own game, which is incredibly impressive. It also does make me very glad that this is also multiplayer, along with how the original Mario 3D World was multiplayer. However, they are cutting it down to 2 players rather than 1, and also the only option for the second player is to play as Bowser Jr., which plays completely differently from Mario, more acting as an assist rather than its own character. But, I mean, these modes, I don't know how to really feel about them, because I know some people have a lot of fun with them. This does look like one of the more fun support characters. I'd probably say one of the worst ones was probably Luma from Mario Galaxy, because it was literally just pointing at the screen and shooting. And Cappy was not a whole lot better, because you were incredibly limited with Cappy. It didn't really feel like you were helping much. If anything, it felt like you were getting in the way. But I feel like Bowser Jr. might actually be a lot of fun to play, but I guess we'll know by the end of the week. I don't know, I just find it really interesting that Bowser's Fury feels a lot more like a Odyssey expansion rather than a 3D World expansion. It was just not what I was expecting at all, but I kind of love it. I also love how stylized everything is. All the enemies are all cat designs. It's so cool. I love it so much. And from what we've seen of some of the early gameplay that reviewers have put out, the level design is incredibly good, just like it was in the original 3D World. So Bowser's Fury on its own is incredibly exciting. Also, have you guys seen what Fury Bowser looks like, along with, I don't even remember the name of what they called the new Mario. I remember the term Godslayer was going around a little bit for Fury Bowser, then Nintendo deconfirmed that. I wish it was called Godslayer Bowser. It was, that would have been such a good name. But I mean, basically the Cat Mario is just Super Saiyan. I can't wait. I can't wait to play Bowser's Fury. Oh my god.
The speed, climbing skills, and claws of a cat. Now you and Mario have the paws and the power to tackle this adventure. Plus,
it does definitely feel like, though, that Bowser's Fury is the main attraction when it comes to new content in Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, because it doesn't really seem like they touched much of the base game. The base game, for the most part, is the same, besides a couple adjustments to speed, and there is also the updated move of the dive roll. Yes, I'm going to correct myself. A lot of people who watched my last video, people couldn't stop telling me that the roll was in the game. Yes, I know the roll was in the original 3D World. I misspoke. I'm sorry. I know. But the dive roll is new. But there are a few smaller additions along with those moves. Probably one of the coolest is the new snapshot mode. Well, quote-unquote new. It looks identical to the one from Mario Odyssey, so I'm sure they just ported that same system over to 3D World. But I'm not complaining. The snapshot mode in Odyssey was incredible and one of the best I've ever seen in a game. But probably the biggest addition that I am most excited about is the online multiplayer. I already have it set up that on Friday. I'm going to be trying to do online multiplayer with a couple of my friends to do a Let's Play series, and I am praying that the online works well. Because otherwise, I don't know if that Let's Play series is going to happen otherwise. But as long as the internet connection is stable, like a lot of reviewers have been saying that it runs flawlessly, yes, you should expect a Let's Play series out of 3D World within probably the next week. But that basically wraps up all of my thoughts on why I'm excited for 3D World. But honestly, probably one of the biggest reasons I'm most excited for this is because I do have a lot of nostalgia for the original 3D World. Which, isn't it crazy how old it is now? It came out in 2013, making it... This year, by the time we hit November, it'll be 8 years old, which is just insane to me. I remember I bought the Wii U for 3D World exclusively just because of how much I enjoyed Super Mario 3D Land. And I remember having such a blast with 3D World when I got it for Christmas. And I have been really wanting to replay it. Like, I have been doing some smaller stuff with 3D World. I've been modding it a little bit, seeing what mods are out there. But recently, I've just been really wanting to replay 3D World, and this is going to be great for that, because I've been putting off replaying all of 3D World until this port came out, and I have been kind of expecting this port to come out years ago, and the port is just now getting announced and released. So, I've been waiting a while. I've honestly been waiting since like 2018 that I've been wanting to replay it, and I just was like, there's going to be a port in like a month or two. I'd rather wait. Didn't know I'd have to wait about 3 years, but I guess better late than never. But in the end, yeah, I am incredibly excited for Bowser's Fury, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys do get Mario 3D World. It is genuinely one of my favorite 3D Mario games I've ever played. I know that's not a very popular opinion, but 3D World is incredible on its own right, no matter if... And I feel like a lot of people who did judge it harshly back in the day, it was mostly because we haven't had a big, expansive Mario game in years at that point. And I feel like with Odyssey, now something like 3D World could be more appreciated. That's going to be pretty much all for this video. I'm sorry for it being a bit more of a rambly type video. I just wanted to get these thoughts out there before I actually get Bowser's Fury on Friday. Hopefully everything goes well with the launch. Hopefully the game runs great as it did on the Wii U. I hope the online runs good so we can do this Let's Play series. I have very little faith that it will be though, just with past experiences with Nintendo Online, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to wishlist Nico as well. As I mentioned before earlier in the video, make sure to wishlist Nico because that is a huge passion project of mine. I am planning to show off more gameplay on that really soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.